Hey everyone, I'm Jack, and to mark the end of Jojolion, I never said I was timely on these videos, I decided to talk about one of the standout stands from the part, Wonder of You. Before we begin, I just want to say, only about 6% of you are actually subscribed to me, so if you could, take a minute to subscribe, it helps me out a lot, and it gives me motivation to make these videos. Okay, so major Jojolion spoilers from here on, so gonna finish part 8, then come back. Or just put the video on mute and let it play while you watch someone else's video. Preferably another one of mine. Gotta play the algorithm somehow. Alright, you've been warned. Spoilers in 3, 2, 1. Wonder of You is stand of the rock human Toru and serves as the final boss of Jojolion. It is named after both the Elvis Presley album and the Prince song I Would Die For You, just replacing the word U with the letter U. Wonder of You first appears in chapter 84 of Jojolion. It is a remote and automatic stand that acts independently from Toru even after his death. This is where I would usually talk about stats, but I can't really talk about stats if Rocky doesn't even know what they are. Wonder of You has two forms. One is the disguise of an 89-year-old man named Satoru Akefu, the head doctor of TG University. He wears a black bowler hat, gloves, a scarf, and a coat with buttons that have sun patterns. He is also stooped over with a cane. The human form has braided hair, a monocle, and spikes coming down its face. It's also visible to non-stand users in this form. In its stand form, Wonder of You has a mechanical head similar to a microphone, with eyes shaped like suns. Underneath the clothing, it has a slim mechanical body with blades on its arms. So, as you notice, the stand has no stats to it. That could be because of its abilities. Wonder of You is not a battle-oriented stand, rather it has a passive effect. That being to bring calamity to anyone trying to pursue the head doctor, aka the stand itself, or Toru. The flow of calamity, as it is called, will cause a series of events to happen that will either try to kill the pursuer or disable them. In the event multiple people try to pursue the head doctor or Toru, the most recent person to try to chase them will take priority, and after that person dies, calamities will move on to the next target. There is no clear range to this ability, but it seems to be infinite as long as the victim intends to pursue Toru or the doctor. Wonder of You can also phase through walls and hover in the air, and also teleport as seen when it went from the hospital to the Higashikata house. The intention to see the doctor or Toru doesn't seem to trigger the calamities, but rather an active pursuit of them as a threat. For example, Kefu coaxed a declaration of pursuit from a journalist, which caused him to be killed by the calamity. But hundreds of people came to see him when he gave a presentation, and they were fine. The ability also doesn't seem to activate when someone causes Wonder of You or Toru to come for them. This is how Josuke was able to make contact with the stand. The form of the calamity varies from person to person, but typically involves something nearby either getting the pursuer's way or straight up trying to kill them. This can range from a car getting in front of everybody to a piece of a fucking plane to head towards Joshu's head. The objects touched by Wonder of You can also be charged with calamitous energy, and calamitous is a word I want to use more often now. Madam, you are a calamitous bitch. Examples of objects becoming more dangerous is when Rai tripped over an umbrella stand hard enough to cause compound fractures in his legs, a cigarette butt being thrown at Josuke with enough force to penetrate his hand, Mitsubo Higashikata cutting off two of her fingers which caused a chain reaction which resulted in her being scalded by oil, and even rain causing Josuke and Rai to seem like they were being shot by bullets. What's even more crazy is that killing Toru won't stop the calamity, as Wonder of You is theorized to be the concept of calamity itself. Rai theorized the stand is made from calamitous energy. The only way it could be put down was when Josuke had to use a special bubble to kill it. And I think that's about it. Thank you for watching. If I forgot anything, please let me know in the comments, leave a like, and subscribe, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.